Let's take a quick look back at 2024, highlighting the biggest moments that defined the year. What important events did I miss? Let me know in the comments. At the start of 2024, humanity achieved a remarkable milestone as Japan became the fifth country to land on the moon with its slim spacecraft. In February 2024, accusations of rigged general elections in Pakistan sparked widespread protests, further intensifying political instability. On March 7th, Sweden turned NATO's 32nd member, overcoming opposition from Turkey and Hungary. Russian presidential election, Vladimir Putin faced minimal opposition in the 2024 Russian presidential election, winning nearly 88% of the vote to secure another 6 years in office, a position he has held since 2012. The 96th Academy Awards ceremony took place on March 10th at the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood, Los Angeles. The Francis Scott Key Bridge in Maryland collapsed on March 26th after being struck by the container ship Dali, causing 6 deaths and major disruption to the port of Baltimore. On April 8th, a total solar eclipse was visible across parts of North America, with partial views across much of the Americas. The 2024 CMT Music Awards took place on April 7th at the Moody Center in Austin, Texas. On May 30th, Donald Trump was convicted of 34 felonies related to falsifying documents for hush money payments. Claudia Sheinbaum made history on June 2nd by becoming Mexico's first female president, marking a significant milestone for the nation. NASA astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams flew to the ISS aboard Boeing's Starliner on June 5th. Due to safety concerns, they couldn't return on the craft as planned. They remained aboard and were later scheduled to return via SpaceX, no earlier than 2025. Julian Assange was released from Belmarsh Prison on June 24th following a plea agreement with the US Department of Justice after being imprisoned for 5 years and 2 months. 2024 Indian general election. Narendra Modi and the BJP secured another term in power, continuing their dominance. This election marked a significant milestone, solidifying Modi's position as one of India's longest-serving prime ministers. The 77th Tony Awards ceremony took place on June 16, 2024, at Lincoln Center's David H. Koch Theater in New York City. On July 13th in Pennsylvania, Donald Trump survived a shooting attempt during a rally. Unfortunately, one audience member, Corey Comparatori, was fatally shot while shielding his wife and 2 daughters from gunfire. In August, a historic student-led protest in Bangladesh forced Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to resign, shaking the country's political landscape. Sean Diddy Combs faced serious accusations of sex trafficking, with authorities seizing over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and narcotics in a raid on his properties. He was arrested on September 16, 2024, by federal agents at a New York City hotel. In November, Donald Trump became the second U.S. president to win non-sequential terms in office. The first U.S. president to serve non-consecutive terms was Grover Cleveland. In December, Joe Biden pardoned his son Hunter for all federal offenses committed between 2014 and 2024. On December 4th, United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot dead in New York City by 26-year-old Luigi Mangione. This incident sparked significant debate about the U.S. healthcare system and insurance practices. Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris reopened in December after a 5-year restoration following the devastating 2019 fire. Syrian regime overthrown. After years of civil war, Syrian rebels succeeded in toppling the Assad regime, marking a pivotal shift in the Middle Eastern geopolitical landscape. Former U.S. President Jimmy Carter passed away on December 29th. According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been over 488 mass shootings in the U.S. in 2024, plane crashes in 2024. South Korea crash. A Jeju Air Boeing 737-800 crashed, resulting in 179 fatalities. Azerbaijan Airlines tragedy. Flight 8243 reportedly was struck by a Russian missile, killing 38 passengers. Brazil plane crash, a Piper PA-42. Cheyenne crash killed 10 people, injuring 17 on the ground. Major conflicts in 2024. Russia-Ukraine war. The conflict continued with heavy casualties, with Ukraine losing between 60,000 to 100,000 soldiers and Russia suffering 120,000 deaths. Over 39,000 Ukrainian civilians were casualties, and global concerns grew over energy security, food supply chains, and human rights. Middle East conflict. The violence between Palestine and Israel escalated in 2024, with over 34,000 people killed in Gaza, according to the Gaza Health Ministry, with 60% of those killed being women and children. On the Israeli side, 1,195 people were killed, including 815 civilians, in the October 7th attacks. Iran-Israel tensions. Tensions between Iran and Israel intensified in 2024. Iran launched a missile attack on Israel in April, following an Israeli airstrike on an Iranian compound. In September, Israel targeted Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in Beirut. Later, in October, Iran fired around 200 ballistic missiles at Israel, prompting swift Israeli airstrikes on Iranian military sites. In addition, Israel reportedly carried out the assassination of Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. In 2024, major natural disasters caused significant devastation worldwide. Japan was hit by a major earthquake and severe floods devastated parts of Brazil. The 2024 Atlantic hurricane season was one of the most active and devastating on record, ranking as the second costliest season after 2017. It caused at least $232 billion in damage and resulted in 401 fatalities. The season saw 18 named storms, 11 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes. Sports highlights. The 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris saw record-breaking performances. Turkish shooter Yusuf captured attention by winning silver in the 10-meter air pistol event with minimal equipment and exceptional calmness. The United States topped the medal table for the 4th consecutive Summer Games and 19th time overall. The Kansas City Chiefs defeated the San Francisco 49ers in Super Bowl 58, 2024 UEFA Champions League final, where Real Madrid clinched their 15th title by defeating Borussia Dortmund. The ICC Men's T20 World Cup was held in the United States and West Indies in June 2024. India emerged as the champion, defeating South Africa in the final. In March, LeBron became the first NBA player to score 40,000 career points. Argentina won the 2024 Copa America, defeating Colombia 1-0 after extra time in the final. The 2024 Formula One season kicked off in March and concluded on December 8th, with Max Verstappen securing his 4th consecutive Drivers' Championship and McLaren clinching the Constructors' title. 2024 was a year filled with unforgettable moments, both inspiring and tragic. Did we miss anything important? Share your thoughts in the comments below.